about a book. This is a series called JFunk Reads Aloud. Um, I received a positive comment from Otis, thank you, and from Clementine, who said my reading Seth, someone else's material inspire her. She always, when she reads aloud, she just reads her poetry, and I thought, dang, that inspires me, Clementine, to read my own book, which is a book called Him. It's about him. I have failed over and over at love. I want a man I love with all of my heart, and I want him to love me back with all of his heart too, and I want to work with him. I want it all, the true soulmate, twin flame lover, creative partner. I want him. And this is about him. It's about the first time I ever saw his face. This man, him, is my current husband, Otis Funkmeyer, and this book is about how I met him and how we fell in love. So this is about a month after I met him, and this story takes place in Little Tokyo. The first time ever I saw your face, of course. The song sung by Roberta Flack is what's in my head. First time ever I saw your face. You know, Roberta Flack sings it really slow, like really slow. Like no one else sings it that slow. But that's what's good about that Roberta Flack version. It's so like so good because you can feel it. You can feel the first time ever I saw. You can feel the love. Okay. I look over at my new lover. His beautiful features shine with youthful energy. Seen through my eyes, he radiates light. We are in my car, heading slowly east on the packed Christopher Columbus number 10 freeway. Sitting next to him, my heart flutters gently. He has one hand on the steering wheel and the other rests gently on the clutch. Through the window, the other cars are blurred in an entirely different reality. It's just the second time I've seen Otis since our first kiss. Without lifting a finger, he has already changed my life. The act of falling in love has swept away my guilt, sadness, and frustration. Longing to see him again, I cleverly used a video shoot as an exact opportunity to get him back to me. I hired him as camera assistant. He glances over at me with that puffed up look that men give to prepare for disappointment. I've got to warn you, I'm probably not the greatest help. I've never been a camera assistant. Chuckling to myself, I think, I knew that already, dummy. Men are so slow at these things. I just want to see you. Instead, I said to him, it's fine. I just need someone to carry the stuff. Now that I can do. I'll carry all the stuff. That's what he said to me on the second date we had together, and Otis has still carried all my stuff today, 11 years later. That's so good. That is like success for a woman, I think. A giant smile slowly spills out across my entire face. I hate carrying things, and all my life I have wanted a man who would carry. At long last, the man to carry my bags has arrived. My heart leaps out of my chest, and a dull ache creeps up my spine, exploding into shards of raw, wiggling energy. My head goes numb as a ring of thorn jabs the crown, tingling and hurts so good. I can't believe it. I'm experiencing the symptoms of puppy love. Once out of the congested metropolis, the road opens up. I love cruising on the open road. It feels like flying. I run my fingers ever so slowly up and down his arm, lightly, gently. I feel so goofy. I take his hand in mine, massaging slowly. That's when he, my new lover man, says the most romantic thing I've ever heard. I just want you to know that if you ever get sick and ugly, I'll leave you. You see, Otis is 26 and I'm 53. The massive age difference hangs over us as a glaring sign of potential trouble ahead. Apparently, he has given the idea some thought and is attempting to set ground rules. On the surface, this sounds very selfish on his part. I know from experience that there are bad times as well as good. He seems to want his cake and eat it too. Nonetheless, I say to him, you know what? It actually sounds great to me. I don't want to be around myself if I ever become ugly and sickly either. I would rather be dead. He smiles and reaches out his hand and we shake. It's a deal. Actually, since then, he has now said to me, even if I'm sick and ugly, he will stick around. But you know what? I'm sticking to my own deal. I will not be sick and ugly. I'd rather be dead, really. That's a promise to myself. If I ever become sick and ugly, I would rather be dead. It strikes me how strange it is that he's thinking so long term about our relationship. He's already counting out many years together. In a certain way, I'm impressed by this man. I'm also full of confidence in my own ability to stay young and beautiful. 3 failed relationships behind me. I really would rather be dead than fail again. I'm determined to make it work this time. We filled the rest of the drive with sweet nothings. The 2-hour drive goes by in a flash. At the job, I'm in my element. I'm the seasoned filmmaker, setting up lights, cameras, tripods, and Otis proves to be an eager assistant. Chattering happily, he asks questions, and I have the answers. We are a smooth team. The client, an old wise fox, who I have worked with for many years, knows exactly what's going on. He says to Otis, stick with this lady. You'll learn a lot from her. Good advice. My client put in a good word. It takes a while to set up this first shot, and finally we're ready to shoot. Talent's on set, client ready. I'm about to yell action when the camera goes dead. I've committed the cardinal sin of professional videographer. I hadn't charged up the battery the night before. Not good. I'm forced to stop the shoot and run around town in a mad dash to find new batteries. The client is naturally perturbed as production dollars start flushing down the drain for each minute I'm gone. Fortunately, major disaster is averted, but it caused a change in my mood for the worse. I found the battery in a nearby shop. On the drive back, I cannot help but think about what happened. For 20 years, I've prided myself on being a pro. I have had many hairy moments. Lights blow up on set, talent falls into the river, but a careless mistake like this, never. I'm acting like a stupid floozy. Poor Otis, he has no idea that any of this is going on in my head. Not only had I stopped holding his hand, I sit there sulking as dark clouds gathers and my mind rages. I descend into depression. For the remainder of the shoot, I'm cold and professional. On the way home, we are both hungry, so we stop in Little Tokyo to eat. When I get depressed, I drink. I order myself a sake and Otis a beer. I finish my sake in no time and feel better. I order another. I feel downright good now. I'm confident that he is my trouble. He is in the movie Anomalisa. He is the anomaly one. That's why I'm so into that movie. By the way, that's a good movie. You should see that. I'm confident that he's my trouble. I just need to get rid of him. Before I knew it, I'm yelling at the top of my lungs at Otis. red-faced, foaming at the mouth, calling him names. I have only one thought in my mind. Stop this stupid romance before I become a laughing stock. A black witch inside me. The black witch, I have a black witch inside me. The black witch spills mighty fire forth from her mouth like a dragon. Right in front of me, my young lover burst into the fireball with a loud, angry voice. I yelled, "This is over! Get the hell away from me!" So just like Anna Melissa, the movie Charlie Kaufman did, you know, in a dinner scene, I try to get rid of the only anomaly in my life. My life is going badly. I have depression, I have a black witch, but when the anomaly shows up in my life that makes me fall in love with him, you know, everything that I'm not, I try to get rid of him. The only thought in my head was, stop this stupid romance before I become a laughing stock. Isn't that crazy? That is so crazy. But I didn't. I didn't, and I stuck with Otis, and Otis stuck with me, and we're in love, and we fight, and everything, but this is life. C'est la vie. Anyway, it's a success, I think, right now. Anyway, Otis yells back. So a black witch spills mighty fire forth from her mouth like a dragon. Right in front of me, my young lover burst into a fireball. With a loud, angry voice, I yelled, "This is over. Get the hell away from me." Otis yells back, "What is wrong with you? You have gone crazy." We yell at each other, louder and louder. People in the restaurant turn to look at us. The heat gets so intense that Otis stands up and leaves. I sit alone, me and my black witch. My spirit guide, Sophia, the white witch, is nowhere to be seen. I polish off the rest of the sake, feeling numb and tipsy. I like it better this way. The black witch picks up Otis' half-finished beer. Better not to waste it. There's a loud crack as the chair next to me gets pulled aside. Otis grabs my arm and shakes me. He has stormed back into the restaurant and stands there before me. There he is, charred and burned, blue and black, yet standing tall, ready to slay the dragon. He stares down at the black witch and proclaims, "I won't leave. I'm going home with you, and I won't take no for an answer." I look up at him. It is at this moment that, for the first time, I truly see his face. I see the sun in his eyes. A chance to leave my darkness behind. I see the moon and the stars in his lips, shining a light through the windows of dark, stormy nights. The black witch's jaws drop. In an instant, she's defeated and disappears like a fog in the morning sun. Okay, let's go home. He nods. He silently gathers up the camera bags, tripods, and sound gear, somehow lumping everything onto himself. He won't let me carry a thing. I'm so in love with you, Otis. I'm so in love with my life. And it's because he has appeared in my life, the anomaly in my life. By the way, this book is published by Funkmeyer Bookies, Los Angeles, California, copyright 2015, by Funkmeyer Industry. Otis and I are partner. Thank you, Otis, for being my partner. You can buy this book on Amazon. Also, Otis edited this book. Every single word he edited. Thank you very much for listening. Bye.